What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Masculine Energy. In this video, I want to talk about how to heal from a breakup properly and the fear of being alone and how powerful it really is. So after many coaching calls and after learning all the stuff that I've learned, I've noticed a lot of things, and that's why I keep making videos, because I have frequently asked questions and frequently noticed things that I noticed during my coaching calls. Perfect grammar, love it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment and all that in the video, by the way. First, let's talk about how to heal properly from a relationship, and then let's talk about the power. Actually, they kind of mix together. Healing properly from a relationship is difficult for people who don't like to be alone and who fear being alone. See, their identity is so tied to the other person and being in a relationship with the other person that they can't find themselves healing, because the person that they were is now walking away in the other person that's leaving. So people are going through breakups and they're like they're months and months and months into a breakup and they're like, I still can't find myself getting over it. It's because your identity is tied to the other person that walked away from you. So how are you supposed to heal if you don't even know who you are? How are you supposed to heal if you don't like yourself? How are you supposed to heal that way? When it comes down to healing, it's taking specific procedures and steps to get back to who you were before the relationship and after, because the afterwards is the lessons learned. Going through a breakup is you learning lessons, then you tie your old self sort of back into your new self, and here you are, this jumbled mess of pain, I guess. And then you then you go forward with that. Now you are who you are. You've learned and you've moved on. You have a scar. How are you supposed to be able to heal if you can't even get there? Because the person you were before, you never even liked or knew that person. And you became who you were because of the relationship you were in. I really hope that makes sense, because I'm finding that I have a couple of students that are having a really difficult time getting over their breakups, and it's been months and months after. All they did before, this happens with especially young guys who are coming through their teenage years and into their early 20s, because they haven't gone through enough stuff yet where they're like, this is who I am and this is who I want to be. So young guys that get into relationships, they just get into relationships and then they go through breakups and they find themselves so wrapped up in the other person. They see that relationship as a piece of them and their identity. When you're going through a breakup, guys, you have to understand you are trying, your brain and your body and all that, you're trying to get back to a place of homeostasis, so to speak, where everything's cool and everything's equal and on an equilibrium. When you're mentally upset and hurt, your brain's going to want to process that. For you scientific people, I'm probably butchering this in your minds and you guys are laughing at me. Your body is trying to get back to a place where it understands everything and everything's normal and okay. But when it comes to emotions, you have to get to a place where you're okay being alone and you have no fear of being alone. When you're okay with that, that is when the healing process will start, because your brain and you as a person, you're going to understand that you want to be this person and you want to go back to being this person. This is why getting into a relationship too early is not a good idea. And look, I was that person. I went through that too. I was 15 when I got into my very first serious relationship. I didn't know anything. I thought I knew some stuff, but I didn't know anything, right? What I really want you guys to do is take a lot of action into steps to doing stuff. So, goals. Set some goals and accomplish them. And the reason why I want you guys to do this is because this is going to give you a sense of identity. Make a goal. I know this sounds backwards, because you're like, okay, I want to heal first so I can make goals then. You want to get back to a place where you understand you and you love who you are. If you don't love who you are, why would you want to go back to being that person? Start taking serious action into goals. Working out is a fantastic goal, but it's not the best thing always. This is why I say focus on finances and focus on health, like wealth and health, right? Focus on those two, and personal development and social circle. When you focus on your 4 pillars, that is going to give you a serious identity check. You're going to be like, okay, this is who I am. My friends see this version of me. And here's a cool thing when you focus on your wealth perspective. When you give to others and you start focusing heavily on that stuff, you are going to feel really, really fulfilled because you're helping other people achieve their own goals, even though you're hurting. And watch, I promise you, if you focus and go down that path, when you're helping other people, you're focusing on your body, you're focusing on personal development. The reason I'm pointing over here is because of the books that I recommend. Okay. They're over there. Obviously you probably can't see them, but when you focus on going down that path of action first, focusing on who you really want to become. And that's kind of the silver lining in all this, because if you don't like who you are, you can become whoever you want. That's the positive way to look at it. The negative way to look at that is you're never going to find who you really are. And look, you have to come out on the other side eventually. All I want you guys to do is focus on creating that new identity of yourself. Okay? That is what I want you guys to focus on. I want you guys to start taking action first. Health, wealth, personal development, social circle. Focus on those things. Then that will create the identity of who you want to be. And you'll start becoming that person sort of just as the days go by. That is how you're going to heal from a relationship. That's how you're going to heal and get over the fear of being alone. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself to want to be alone with yourself. Because when you're alone and you don't like yourself, you're going to distract yourself. Phones, computer, video games, and all this nonsense. Now, there's a time and a place for those fun things. But when your goals are accomplished, that's when you can focus and fall back a little bit and take some time off. But I don't think you should. I think you should keep pushing forward. Okay? That's it for this video. I really hope it made sense. If it didn't make any sense, drop a question down below and I'll try to clear it up in the best way I can. Drop a like, subscribe. And also, if you guys want to learn about how to make money and all that stuff, send me an email to masculineenergy27@gmail.com. And I have a money group. I have a few spots left. So I only take about 10 to 15 students at a time because we do monthly calls. And if I don't limit it, it's just too much. So, but yeah, any questions you guys want to have, you know what, send me an Instagram DM as well, or Twitter DM. All that stuff for my credentials is down below. You guys can message me there and ask me anything you guys want to. I'm getting pretty filled up with the questions, the free stuff. So if you guys want something answered immediately, drop a donation or book a call with me. Okay. All right, guys, done.